Before the video starts, I know there's a lot of tutorials out there on how to make or how to get good at PvP, and I know that I'll probably use a lot of the stuff that people said in their videos already, but this is just my take on it, and also just to know that I'm qualified for this, I guess. I'm OP Legend, so I think I am good at PvP, or at least I think I'm good at PvP. So this will be my take, and this will be like everything I think that is important on PvP. And last thing before the video starts, this is gonna be a 1 out of 2 part series. This is gonna be the first part, and in this video I'm gonna be going over the basics of PvP. But in the next video I'll be going over the details, so the more minor things, but they still kind of matter a lot. So enjoy watching the vid, and see ya. I think the first major thing about PvP is your client, and I'm not talking about like a vape client or worse client. I'm talking about PvP clients. And what PvP clients generally are clients that are like a mod pack that helps you improve your FPS and just basically anything like around PvP, and it helps you improve all of that stuff. So I think some of the major clients are Lunar. This is what I personally use. Bad Lion. I tried to use it before. I just didn't like it. And Forge. And one thing about Forge is to download it, you actually have to download your own mods. But this is more like customizable, I guess, if you like that stuff. But Bad Lion and Lunar already come with their own mods. And if I actually go over to my Minecraft tab, here we go. I'm on Lunar right now, and if I open my mod menu, I have all of these mods that help me, or some of them don't really help me, some of them are just for looks, but some of them help me get better at PvP. One being something like Free Look. And Free Look is not a thing, it's not a vanilla thing, it's only for Lunar. And as you can see, I can look around myself, and this is not anything you can do in normal vanilla Minecraft. And I can even walk and do this Free Look thing. So, yeah, that's one thing that kind of helps with PvP. And it's a huge FPS boost. That's one reason why you should download it. The FPS boost is insane. I remember when I downloaded Lunar for the first time, it was a game changer. So I'd really recommend that for the first thing you do to get good at PvP. The next major thing when it comes down to PvP, I think, is sprint resetting. And basically, the act of sprint resetting is literally just resetting your sprint. It's in the name. So there's a couple of main ways to do this. One is block hitting. But before I show you block hitting, I actually want to show you why we sprint reset in the first place. So I'm not going to sprint reset on this. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to run at him, hit him, and then hit him again. I'm just going to hit him 2 times for every test. So I'm going to run up to him, and hit him again. So he went this far. Okay, he didn't make it the whole way. He just made it this far. So I'm actually going to mark it. Here, can you step forward? I'm gonna mark it with that block. So if you could come over here, and we're gonna now do block hitting. So now I'm gonna hit him, block, hit him. So you can immediately see the difference in how far he went. So you can move over, bro. Okay, you can immediately see the difference in how far he went, and that's the point. Uh, so I'll show you the other ones, and I'll show you that they do the exact same thing. So if you could stand here. So hit him, S-tap, hit him. And as you can see, I actually did the same amount of knockback that I did for block hitting. And same thing with W tapping. So hit him. Oh wow, that's rather unfortunate. And hit him, and then hit him again with the W tap. And you can see that, sure, he didn't go the whole way, but he made it at least close enough, at least better than this. So why? Why do you want to do more knockback? And the reason is that when you do more knockback, you actually you can get combos much easily or easier, and that's the whole goal of PvP. You want to get combos on people, and when you get combos on people, you do more damage, and when you do more damage, you kill them, of course. So that's the whole point of sprint resetting, and those are just kind of the main ways to sprint reset. And also, kind of a plus for block hitting is that when you block, you actually take a half a heart less damage. I couldn't get the housing to work because I'm stupid. But we're now in a Skywars duel, so if you could hit me, just normally. Shit, yeah, just hit me. So he did 2 hearts. Okay, and then now hit me, and I'm gonna block. So now you can see I actually took 1 whole heart less damage. So that's actually kind of insane. So if I blocked the whole way through, he would actually, instead of taking the 5 hits that he would normally do because he does 2 damage, it would actually take 10 hits instead, which is an amazing difference, and that's just kind of 1 plus to block hitting. So there you go. First thing, sprint resetting. The next major thing for PvP is movement, and movement is the act of walking side to side, front, back, and that's actually a big thing, whether you know it or not. And I'll show you why right here. So if you could come here. So we're both just gonna press S, and you'll see or sorry, not S, W. We're just gonna both go forward on each other, and we're just gonna trade hits. So for the most part, we're trading hits, and then so let's heal up. So we were trading hits there, and I'll show you that if I hit or if we go do that again, except I don't press W, you'll see the immediate difference. So look at that. I can't even touch him, and he's just comboing me so hard as soon as I stop moving. So that's exactly the reason why you want to move. Another big thing about movement is how fast you're moving. So you always want to be sprinting. As you can see in the bottom left, I actually have sprint toggled on, so that's just another helpful lunar mod that I have. But also, if I want to become faster so I can get combos easily, I could also drink speed. So he's not going to drink speed, and I'm going to drink speed. And you can automatically just see the difference. So look at that. I'm getting a lot more hits than he is when we're dueling each other. And that's kind of the big point of movement. So if I'm moving faster than someone, then I will get a better combo on them. But if I'm moving slower than someone, they're going to get a better combo on me. It's just vice versa. So that's just basically movement in a nutshell. But there's also more to than just, moving forward. There's also strafing. So the act of moving left and right. And he's just going to press W. So just press W, and I'm just going to do circles around him. And you can see that he can't really hit me because I'm moving my movement around him so much. And he can't track me because I'm moving so much. And that wasn't really the greatest example, but there are times where if you're moving to the side or to the left and right, and they're not moving to the left and right, you will get combos much better than they can get combos on you. And my tip with strafing is that you try to be as random as possible. Don't create patterns. So if I'm just gonna do some random pattern, he doesn't actually know what pattern I'm about to do, and he can probably immediately tell that yeah, I'm just going to the right, so now he can track my movement. But if I try to be as random as possible, he has a much harder time tracking my movement because I was just being random. I was just pressing D, A, all that stuff, just randomly. There's no pattern to that at all. I kind of just made that on the top of my head. So that's kind of just a summary of movement and how movement works in Minecraft PvP. So I've gone over so far client, sprint resetting, and movement. And I think the next big thing, in my opinion, is hotkeys. And hotkeys is your hotbar. So here you can actually see, I'll probably zoom in on it, but I have my hotbar here that I'm scrolling through all this stuff. And I shouldn't just use my scroll wheel. So most people use their scroll wheel to get through all of this stuff. And your scroll wheel is definitely not the most efficient way to do that. And I think the most efficient way is your hotkeys. So if I go into my control settings, you can actually see for all my hotbar slots, I have different hotkeys. Now some are the OG ones, the original ones. So I have like 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. I did not change those because I did not think I needed to. But as you can see from hotbar 1, 2, and 9, I have them completely different. And you can see that if I don't have a hand cam right now, but if I press Q, I am going to go to my hotbar on my rod. And if I press my mouse button, which is what I hotkeyed it to, I will go to my sword. And if you have a hotkey for everything, so 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and C for my 9 slot, you will go to places much faster. Because imagine having to scroll all the way to your slot, like 7 or something. I would have to scroll all the way over here, and by the time I'm scrolled all the way over here, because I'm on fire, because I want the water, so if I'm on fire, and I have it over here, by the time I want to place it down, I've already taken 2.5 hearts of damage, and that's a big no-no, because you want to take as little damage as possible. So, so a basic hotkey is just, your sword and your rod. So what I do for my sword and my rod is, as you can see, I have my first mouse button, and then I have Q as my second slot. So basically, I'll just hit them and then hotkey. So I'm hotkeying to my rod and I'm hotkeying to my sword. And I'll explain rodding a bit later, but the act of hotkeying is much faster than using your scroll wheel. And also, it's a lot more precise. Sometimes you'll maybe skip over the item you want, or underestimate how much you scrolled, and you'll end up just like hitting them with your lava bucket instead of your sword. And that's also a big no-no. You don't want that to happen because you want to do as much damage as possible so you can kill them. So that's the basics of hotkeying. This one's a bit of a short one, but at the same time, it's not really that much to explain. Basically, just set up your hotkeys. Make it feel comfortable. Like, one thing that's really comfortable for me is in my slot 2, I have it as Q. That's really right next to my W and my A. That's really comfortable for me, so that's why I use it. So that's basically the act of hotkeys, and just do what's best and what's more comfortable to you. And yeah, that's it for hockeying. So on to the next thing. Next big part about PvP is snowballs and rotting and eggs. And I was explaining this in the part where I was talking about hotkeys. But snowballs and eggs are actually a bigger part about PvP, whether you know it or not. And the reason that they're so big about PvP is rod PvP is a really big genre of PvP. And basically, what rod PvP is literally just PvP, but with a rod. It's in the name. And here is kind of just how to rod. So let's say he's coming at me. So just come at me. Come. I'm gonna rod him so that it stops him from coming to me. And if he comes again, since I was able to rod him, so he wasn't able to move because I rodded him because it does damage, and when you are taking damage, you're not allowed to move. I was able to get a free hit on him. So I'll show you that again. So there you go. I was able to get a free hit on him because I rodded him. And also, you can be annoying and be a rod spammer. Basically, just spam your rod until like they like go away or something. Because that's like, I mean, I really don't want to enforce this because I hate them so much. But that's a legit way to do rodding. If you think your aim sucks so much, you can just spam it until you hit one. I mean, you're eventually gonna hit one. That's how it works. If you do something many, many times, you have to get at least one of them. So, I guess this is something you can do. And this also works for snowballs and eggs. And, here, if you come here, I can do the exact same thing with the snowballs and eggs. So, eggs as well, they literally work the exact same thing. But, rods, you actually have to retract them. But with snowballs, you can just spam as much as you want. But in most duels, they won't give you snowballs and eggs because of the reason that you can spam them that much. And also, they would have to give you like stacks and stacks of them because these run out quick. If you spam them a lot, like they run out really fast. So like I can hit him a bunch of times, and like I used all 7 of those eggs and it only hit him twice. But I can rod him a bunch of times and it'll hit him every time. So, yeah, there you go. That's basically the basics of rodding and all that stuff. And, Of course, you know, it's not as simple as that. None of the things in this tutorial are as simple as that. But you know, experience, time, all that stuff will get you so that you know you can hit your rod every time, just like I did. So yeah, that's basically the basics of rodding, snowballing, and all that stuff. So, yeah, on to the next thing. Next thing is to put that all together. So, I'm gonna splash my speed. I'm gonna have my healing. I'm gonna use my rod. I'm gonna use my hotkeys, and I'm gonna be as random as possible with my movement. And also, more importantly, I have my lunar client. So, if we put that all together, oh wow, Hypixel's lag is amazing. So, rod, hit them, block hitting, strafing, all that good stuff. Rod, I'll give you time to heal so I can show you again. So, after every little step I'll do, I explain to you what I did. So, he's gonna come up to me, I'm gonna rod him. I missed, but that's okay. Then I'm gonna strafe, I'm gonna block hit. You know, he gets hits on me occasionally, but that doesn't really matter, because if I can get a combo on him like this, then I'm good. And I'm trying to rod, like, when he's out of my reach distance, I'll rod him so that I can catch up to him, because, again, it temporarily stuns them. So, I'm just going to try to get combos on him. And, you know, my rods are missing, but that's what I was talking about. If you're not good at rod, then just spam it. Just be annoying. Just spam it a bunch. And, if you're like me, if if I see someone who rod spams, I usually just run away because they annoy me a lot. Like right now, look, just spam rod. Just look how annoying this is. That's so annoying. Like imagine I'm trying to like run from him. Like just walk backwards. And I'm just trying to run at you. Like look how annoying that is. I will never be able to catch up to him like that. So yeah, that's basically it for the basics of Minecraft PvP for 1.8. And I'll have a video probably out the next day or 2 days from now on the same exact thing, just a tutorial on PvP, but a more detailed version. So covering over the more like less specified version or things like the less important things, I guess, but still things that are important enough to actually get you good at PvP. But yeah, that's basically it for the video. Thanks for watching and peace.